Alright guys, so I was scrolling down the comments of the NASCAR crash video that I did here on the channel, and I seen this name that kept popping up, and it was Dale Earnhardt. And a lot of you guys have told me to check out this certain video, and it's called Remembering Dale Earnhardt. And there is two of those videos. There's one that's 45 minutes long, and there's one that's 8 minutes long. I'm going to watch the 8 minutes long one just for the sake of getting it onto YouTube, and so that you guys don't have to spend 45 minutes looking at me, okay? I decided to go and do a little bit of a research, and I'm on Wikipedia, and I'm gonna read this and learn more about the fatal crash of that day. And it was on the afternoon of February 18th, 2001. American stock car racing driver and team owner Dale Earnhardt was killed instantly due to a basilar skull fracture in a final lap collision in the 2001 Daytona 500, in which he crashed into a retaining wall after making contact with Sterling Marlin and Ken Schrader. He was pronounced dead at Halifax Medical Center a short time later. Now, I don't really react to stuff that is fatal, guys, because I always try to keep stuff as light-hearted as possible. I always try to keep on borderline comedy, but sometimes you gotta take a step into the deeps to really realize how serious something can really be. So this is what we're doing today. I'm going to be reacting to Remembering Dale Earnhardt. If this is something that maybe is triggering for you guys, I'm sorry, but I want to do what you guys want me to do, okay? A lot of you guys want me to watch this and react to it, so that's what we're doing today. If it does trigger you, if you don't like watching this stuff, honestly guys, just close the video, and hopefully it doesn't make you unsubscribe. But yeah, let's check this out.
Wow.
Dad would come into the bus and say, "Y'all, we all got cars that can win this race. You know, let's work together." And I'm like, "Whatever, man. I'm fucking working with nobody. I'm winning."
He explained to me on Friday how the three of us together were going to win this race. It was going to take all three of us working together to win.
The only time in his career that any of us can remember where Dale didn't really want to win the race. He's just back there kind of running interference.
He was driving very aggressively, blocking. And I kept telling him, I said, Larry, if Dale keeps doing that, somebody's gonna wreck him. He can't keep cutting people off like that.
It almost reminded me of a mother duckling or a mother hen protecting his two little chickens up there.
As it came down to that last lap, I said, boy, this is an exciting finish. Storybook finish, really.
Is that something that happens quite a lot, guys? Do people use tactics in NASCAR to literally, you know, purposely block people who are behind them? Is that something that's done? I didn't know that. I didn't think that was a thing. I thought people only focused on what's ahead of them. I didn't think they really ever focused on what's behind them. I'm new to this, guys, okay? I'm trying to learn.
Michael Waltrip in a Dale Earnhardt car, and Dale Jr. right there, and Dale Sr. trying to protect their turf.
We get the white flags in the air, and Michael and Dale Jr. go down into turn one, and they got a little gap between everybody else, and Dale's back there all over the place, you know, got everybody bottled up.
What's the white flag mean?
For the last lap of the
Final lap?
500, I looked in my mirror, and it looked perfect.
And then it all got clustered up when we went in turn 3. I thought, everybody's not gonna get underneath Dale. You know, it's just not gonna happen.
You know, I was down on the bottom as far as I could go, and
Jesus, they're fast.
You know, Dale pinched down like we was all trying to race the check flag.
Sterling had a nose under Dale, and Dale cut him off one more time, and that was one time too many.
What I saw was when we touched his car kind of turned down, and I went down too, so, you know, seen him go back out of sight.
Oh! Big trouble! Big wreck behind them!
Lead him back, come on!
To the flag!
Come on, Mikey, you got it, man. You got it, you got it, you got it!
You got it!
Michael Waltrip wins!
You almost just wish we could have went off there right then.
This is great. I was hoping Dale was okay. I guess he's all right, isn't he?
Darrell Waltrip very somberly said, I hope Dale isn't hurt too bad. And I thought to myself, he can't be hurt too bad. My God.
Just knew from the impact this season, it wasn't that hard. I mean, it was hit, but not like taken harder.
To me, at that point.
So this is Dale Earnhardt's car here. This is the crash that killed him. I hope this doesn't sound disrespectful. Okay, I don't mean it to be. But considering the crashes that we've reacted to already here on the channel, this seems like nothing. I understand he's kind of like swerved into the wall, but like, was there no was there nothing to protect his neck and back, I'm assuming?
I mean, everything was still okay. Everything, you know, we just had, you know, Dad just got caught in a wreck.
I was sitting on the pit box and I jerked my headset off and jumped down, and I said, well, I better make sure he's okay. I put my headset back on and I said, Dale, you all right? Dale, you all right? And he never came back.
I just walk over to Dale. When I took his net down, I was just, you know, I was just quite surprised as far as the condition he was in.
I think when I first realized that we might be in trouble here, I saw Kenny walk to the car, and Kenny was in a panic mode.
I knew he was in trouble. I knew he was in big trouble.
You're looking inside turn 3 where rescue workers are helping Dale Earnhardt to get out of his car.
I was the first physician to get to the car. We very quickly realized that, you know, he's not breathing, and so we started CPR.
We look in the booth and we're looking on the monitor. I didn't realize the first couple times, but about the time Dale hits the wall, Kenny Schrader hits Dale. And so not only did he go forward, but then he went that way. That scared me.
Basically, once we started the CPR, it became very apparent that he had a basal skull fracture. At that point, he basically was a cardiac arrest, and therefore spending more time at the scene is not going to benefit his situation.
While Earnhardt's driver, Michael Waltrip, celebrates, Dale Earnhardt rides the back of an ambulance to the Halifax Medical Center.
Kenny Schrader called me around to the side and said,
I said, it's not good. He said, well, I mean, we're going to be out for a while?
And he was white as a sheet. He said, and it just don't look good.
Having to tell that to Richard was not, you know, I mean, I didn't tell him he was dead. I didn't know he was dead. I knew it wasn't good.
As I was in Victory Lane, I just thought, I began to wonder more and more as time passed why Dale wasn't there and why Dale Jr. wasn't there. The first familiar face I saw was Schrader.
Dale had just been, you know, what I thought would probably wind up being fatally injured. And Mikey just won Daytona 500 his first race. You know, it was no decision. I needed to be down there, talk to Mikey.
The moment in Victory Lane when I grabbed Schrader and I'm smiling, you know, and I was like, can you believe this? And he just didn't look right to me.
I get to come up and tell him that. I mean, it's just, I just felt so sorry for Mikey.
He said, Dale, it's not good. Just know Dale's hurt. It's not good. And then he said, I love you, and left.
They had the cameras on Dale Jr. and Teresa rushing in to the hospital. That's when I started praying.
One minute I'm going to Victory Circle, and the next minute I'm in a car headed to the hospital to check on Dale and see if what they're telling me is really true.
I would say it was probably an hour or so I was sitting there with Dale Jr. and a few of us sitting in the room together, and when they came in and told us that we lost Dale.
The first time Buffy and I were alone, I said, he's gonna be okay, right? You know, I knew he was hurt, but I just was hoping that it wasn't the worst. And she said, no, he's dead.
This is undoubtedly one of the toughest announcements that I've ever personally had to make. But after the accident in turn 4 at the end of the Daytona 500, we've lost Dale Earnhardt.
Silence at a NASCAR track is traditionally awful. And in situations like that, traditionally the silence grows louder and louder and louder.
Just shocked. Just shocked. Just couldn't believe what had happened.
I remember going up there and setting up about all night long Sunday night, thinking it was a nightmare.
One thing that I didn't ever understand, and I don't think I ever will on this earth, is why it had to happen. You know, why did that have to turn out like that?
Dale Earnhardt was Superman.
We thought that Dale would never be hurt. And we were wrong.
That's sad, man. Sorry I didn't speak much during that. I kind of just wanted to listen to the story and not really talk over it. It's fucking sad, bro. Again, like I said at the start, it's kind of sometimes you gotta watch these type of videos to really understand how dangerous the sport can be. Just like every sport on earth, you know, it has its risks. When you watch something like that, it kind of reality sets in, doesn't it? Kind of respect the drivers a lot more after watching something like that, because they know that's part of the risk, you know. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Thanks, and yeah, see you later.